Okay, now today in the Psych series we're going to get into some more Psych records. 5 more Psych records that I love. The first video that I did that got me any kind of traction on this channel was 10 psychedelic albums that I love, and I haven't revisited Psych since, so here we go. It's time to revisit some Psych. Anyway, this one, Kaleidoscope, Bernice. It's trying very hard to be a country and blues album, and it is at its core country and blues, but it can't help but veer off into psychedelia. Great record, great vocals, and great consistent groove-filled psychedelic blues tracks. Cannot go wrong with this record, Kaleidoscope. I've heard a lot of great stuff about this band, and I've only got this one album, but this album is killer to me. I love this. Good Psych, country Psych. Anyway, Maximilian, how can I describe Maximilian? He seems to have been hugely influenced by Hendrix. It's almost like if Hendrix had a little brother or a little cousin that kind of wanted to imitate him but wasn't quite him, this will be Maximilian. He's droning and groaning and singing off key over hard, hard, bassy, bluesy backing musicians, right? And a lot of it's about some female that he was in love with, and now they're not in love, so on and so forth. But it's downright dirty, and you need this album in your life. It's one of those records I heard at a record store, and I said, please take it off the turntable. I need this in my life. Maximilian. This one, all right. This is probably the only record out of these 5 which is really in the 60s Psych tradition. Even though it came out in 1970, Fantasy, this is like your archetypal 60s Psych record. It's fluid, it's got great vocals, you get Jefferson Airplane vibes from it, and it's brilliant. I love it. It's recorded really well, and it's in that, you know, that 60s Psych where you like this, and so a lot of that is going on. It's all of that, and I love it. Fantasy, one of my favorite Psych albums. Get involved. Next up is for Hombres, Let It Out. I love this record. If the Beach Boys took acid and decided to make a record, this is how it would come out. It's a great record. I throw it into my DJ decks too. It's definitely worth looking into. Great album. And finally we have Odyssey, setting forth guttural, bluesy, low down, dirty Psych, folk, country, psychedelia. I love it. Get involved. 5 Psych records.